Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Melissa Sleds. I am in Canmore once again. I'm excited to share with you some stuff that's on my heart, and this is a big topic for me. I'm gonna get right into it, you guys. If you're looking to potentially build a team in your business, or you're working with a team of people, you're in a manager role, or you aspire to be, this video is for you. You know, if I were to poll a room full of people and ask them, what do you believe that the main motivators are for people in a setting like I say, that you have a team and you're trying to motivate people, a lot of people used to think, or still do believe, that money is the top motivator. If I said, what's gonna get someone excited? They're like, oh, well, if you pay them more. No, that's actually not the truth. And I wanted to create this video so that you could understand how human nature works. A lot of people are not motivated by money. You know, in fact, if they were, you gotta ask yourself, people would be making a heck of a lot more money. Money is a byproduct of all the other motivators. It's absolutely got a portion of motivation, don't get me wrong, but where you're really gonna move the needle is on the other areas that I believe are the main motivators. They've done thousands of studies. Harvard Business did a study, positive psychology. You can look at this all over the internet, right? You can see what are the main motivators of people. And there's been study after study after study, and it all comes up the same. So let's get into it. You wanna increase productivity, focus on these main motivators. Number 5 is in fact money. It's on the bottom of the list as motivators for people. Number 4, flexibility and control of time, where they can feel autonomous, right? They can feel independent and have that flexibility. So that's a big motivator for people. Sometimes people will give up a little bit of the money to have that flexibility and that control of time where they can kind of come and go as they need. And nowadays, I do find that a lot of jobs have more flexibility than ever before. And especially, obviously, entrepreneurship. That's why I got into entrepreneurship 14 years ago, is because I was tired of being kind of held down by a boss. And there's nothing wrong with the job, but I wanted control of time. I wanted flexibility. When I went to go have my children, who are now 9, 7, and 5, I was able to raise them, be at home when I wanted, but also still building my business. That was a motivator for me. And it is a motivator for a lot of people. That's number 4. Number 3, clear expectations and goals. When you're in a work environment or you have a team and you set clear expectations and goals for people of what you expect for them, or they set goals for themselves, that's a big motivator. There's certain people I've seen in my career where if I tell them, hey, listen, here's what I expect from you this month. In fact, every month at the beginning of the month, we have what's called monthly projections. And everyone on our team, I say, listen, here's what your goal is, but here's what I expect of you. All of a sudden, they like kind of rise up, or maybe I say something lower than what they have on there, and they're like, no, I'm motivated to do more. You know, having those clear expectations and those goals set out for your teammates or your employees is crucial. Number 2, interesting work. That's a big motivator for people. A lot of people kind of jump around from job to job to job because they lose interest. And again, this is a big reason why I stuck with what I was doing and I got out of what I was doing, because it became very routine. I'd wake up in the morning, I'd turn the alarm off. I wouldn't be overly excited to go to work. Every day was kind of the same. It was very monotonous. I got excited about being in an industry where it was interesting work. That's a big motivator for people. It keeps people around. It keeps people loyal because every day looks different. There are millions of jobs out there or businesses where it's interesting. Have you ever talked to someone where you're like, wow, that seems really interesting what you do. Tell me more. So number 2, that's one of the top 2 motivators for people after doing thousands of studies, is having interesting work. And then number 1, I'd be really interested to know if you know what number 1 is, or you can take a guess. Number 1 is appreciation. And I did a whole video on this early on in my videos talking about recognition, EPRing your people, encouraging them, praising them, and recognizing them. Anyone will do anything for a ribbon, right? They will do anything for a ribbon. Pay them all they want, but you know what? At the end of the day, that little bump in salary, we've all done it. Maybe we make 50 grand and they bump us to 55, or they bump us to 60. It seems exciting at the time, but then you take off the taxes, you're like, wow, that's not that big of a difference. But put that aside. The money it kind of goes away. That motivation is kind of gone. But man, you recognize your people, you encourage them, you praise them, you recognize them, you lift them up in front of others, in front of their peers. You tell them how great they are, why they're gonna win, the vision you have for their life. That's a huge, huge, huge motivator for people. When is the last time that you've told someone that you work with, someone that's in a lesser of a position than you, or looking to be in the position that you're in, or like I say, maybe you run a team that people that are, aspire to be where you're at. When's the last time you said to them, I appreciate you for doing this, this, and this, right? It's the little things, but that is the number one motivator. So yeah, go pay your people more, right? Give them a little bit more control of time, set some clear expectations and goals. Hopefully they're in interesting work, or give them some more interesting work, challenge them a little. But the number one motivator, you guys, is appreciation. And that will never, I don't believe, go away. Nobody doesn't want to be recognized for the work that they're doing. And that goes in every area of their life. Who doesn't want to be recognized as being a great mom? Who doesn't want to be recognized as being a great wife or partner or spouse or whatever, right? Those are the 5 main motivators for people. I would love to know your thoughts. I'd love to know what motivates you, because everyone is different, but at the end of the day, this is survey of a bunch of people, and it all came back very similar. So leave a comment. Let me know what motivates you. Really excited to do this video for you guys. And again, thanks for tuning in. Comment, like, share, subscribe, right? I feel like I have to say that. And until next time.